still, like Dr. Saraswat was mentioning, still a lot of our innovations are coming from bridging the information asymmetry, the information arbitrage, building the distribution channels, building the platforms. Still a lot of innovation is coming from there. The next one that we need to go to is very fundamental changes, and we have a session this evening by someone very, very senior at Pepsi in New York. He's going to talk about some things. Can you go to the next slide, please? There was a scientist that I was interacting with, and he was telling me that, we are not finding enough research on why does a human being need to eat thrice a day. Can we change something there? That, like a camel, he drinks water and he's fine for the next 5 days or 7 days. He said that we are not asking some of those fundamental questions on food, water, livelihood. Why does a poor man on the street die because he doesn't have a blanket? Can we not have a shirt that he wears that produces electricity or heat by grabbing heat during the day and releasing heat during the night, so he doesn't need a blanket and he's sleeping on the roadside? And there are a couple of people who are working on that if you're following such an innovation. So a lot of these, we saw the energy one a little while ago. So one of the things there was a time when connecting places was most part of innovation. Then connecting people became a very important part of innovation in the last 20 years. What now they are saying is, how do we connect things? In other words, this is called IoT. How do you connect things? And a lot of our children, our students in campuses are doing this. We think it is rocket science. They think it's a cool thing to fiddle on the weekends. We should kind of encourage, be aware of it, and make that happen. Next slide, please. So what do we have to do? I'm kind of having that broader thing. What do we have to do? And I will bring it down to even next 2 days, a day and a half. Is there a way we can take away the fear of failure? We cannot take away in every sense, but can we have a safety nets? That is the best that we can do. But can we create those safety nets? Can we create, it's okay to try and fail kind of a atmosphere in our organizations as well as in our institutions? And if you and I fail to do that, I think no one else is going to do it for us. The second one of the things that we are going to try and do is that if a child has or a youngster has an idea, then how do we create this phenomenal, smooth platform and take away a lot of his or her headaches to keep progressing? Idea comes onto a platform, he focuses on solving the problem. He doesn't have to worry, where do I get the material from? Where do I get the funds from? Who do I sell it to? How do I find a customer for this? And this is the beauty of the entire Silicon Valley ecosystem. If you look at an Israeli young entrepreneurs, they find so much of support that no brilliant idea is allowed to fail because everybody rallies around. And they take him to this conference and that conference. Like Raja, when we got to know, we said, boss, get him here. And please spend some time with him when you go out. Biodata on paper, you will not recruit him for some things. But look at what has happened. And Uber has signed up. Uber has launched it in Singapore, and they're going to use it as a test case for delivering pizzas. You will hear more about it when Jay, who's here, is going to talk about it in his session. It was curated in T-Hub. In 1 year, a place like T-Hub in Hyderabad has already aggregated over 711 entrepreneurs. And I'm sure there are 70,000 of them don't know that there is a T-Hub that exists in India. I think the time for Easternization has come. And when it happens, the new rule book has to be written. You and I can be part authors of this book. I'll keep moving. Next slide, please. One of the things that we want to do, and this is the purpose of Melting Pot as well, and we would request each one of you to come forward and be a part of this movement. We are saying that, can we create an open platform and already some marquee institutions are already on the platform. The platform is going to be available as an open source platform for innovation management. The platform listing is free of cost to any innovator, any place. A student, so IIT BHU already is on the platform. IFIM is on the platform. Manavrachna is on the platform. What do we mean by that? What we mean is that if there is a BTech student who has an idea in biosciences, he has an idea in renewable energy, he has an idea on bicycles such as this, he lists it on the platform and he gets curation, support, mentoring at various stages. It could end in being a published paper in a journal which is reputed. It can go to a parallel track to become a startup. He will be taken to an investor. The platform will do all of it, and there are many of you who are already part of it. The rest, we would request you to come forward. We would want every government school, government college, private institutions, anyone who is keen on innovation to be on the platform as an institution. And on the other hand, the corporates on their dashboard can see the relevant projects, research papers that are happening that are relevant to them. I'll explain this to you with a couple of illustrations as I move forward. But this entire platform is done, built. It is continuously being improved and developed. We launched this on September 8th. We have about 1,000 students already on the platform. And Melting Pot 2020, when we are saying we end this year at about 10,000 such young researchers on the platform. Can it get to 100,000? And can we get to 1 million by 2020? That's our goal. And if 1% of them turns out into job-giving entrepreneurs and funded, we would have done a phenomenal job as a community of leaders in this part of the region. Next slide, please. This entire ecosystem we want to create at no cost to the entrepreneur. So we are in conversations with entities like the DST, with Telangana government that has come forward. We have signed up with T-Hub. Private organizations, they're all coming. You know, we have Safir here, Safir Anand, India's leading patent attorneys and IP lawyers. They are helping and mentoring the platform. Visualize that there is a Sun Pharma that has given a problem to us, and an IIT BHU is solving that problem. They are all worried and concerned about who does the IP belong to? How do we make sure that it's all planned and played out very well and there is a win-win for all? A young entrepreneur struggles and normally stumbles from one problem to another. Can we create all of that, preempt that challenge to them? That's one. So we are bringing all of this onto the platform.